In geometry, angles are classified by where they are placed and what they add up to. Complementary angles. Look at the following two angles. Angle ABC measures 20 degree. Angle DEF measures 70 degree. When I add 20 degrees and 70 degrees, my sum total is 90 degree. Such angles, when the sum of two measures comes out to be 90 degrees, they are called as complementary angles. Take more example. Angle of 60 degrees plus 30 degrees. Of course, their total is 90. So the angle of 60 degree and 30 degree are complementary angles. When two angles are complementary angles, then each angle is called as the complement of the other angle. So in this case, the complement of 70 degree is equal to 20 degree. So complement of 70 is 20 degree because 70 plus 20 is 90 degrees. The complement of 35 degree would be what? If I want to find complement of 35 degrees, I will just subtract it from 90 degrees. So 90 take away 35 is 55 degrees. So the complement of 35 degrees is 55 degree. All right. My next pair of angles is supplementary angles. Look at the measures of these two angles. In this case, angle ABC is equal to 70 degrees and DEF measure is equal to 110 degrees. When I add them up, 70 and 110 comes out to be 180 degrees, and such angles whose measures comes out to be 180 degree are called as supplementary angles. Take another example. Angle of 30 degrees and 150 degrees are also the supplementary angles, as 30 plus 150 comes out to be 180 degree. When two angles are supplementary angles, each angle is called the supplement of the another. So from these examples, what will be the supplement of 70 degrees? It will be 110 degrees. And if somebody asks what is the supplement of 110, it's 70 degree. Can you give me the supplement of 120 degree? It will be 60 degree because 120 plus 60 degree comes out to be 180 degree. Adjacent angles. Adjacent means side by side. So the angles which are coming side by side just next to each other are called as adjacent angles. Look at the angle AOC in the first diagram and angle BOC. Means I am talking of this AOC, you can say angle 1, and angle BOC, that means angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles because the first condition is they have a common vertex. And what is the common vertex for these two angles? That is nothing but O. You can see the vertex for AOC and BOC is O. Okay. Second condition is they have a common arm. What is the common arm of these two angles? For AOC, this OC, and for BOC, again this OC is a common arm for both the angles 1 and 2. And the third condition is that the non-common arms, which are the non-common arms in these two angles? The non-common arms are AO and BO. Non-common arms AO and BO should be on the opposite side of the common arm. Okay, that means they should be on either side of the common arm, and in this case the common arm is OC. Okay, so the non-common arms AO and BO are on the opposite side of OC, one on this side and one on this side. So such angles are called as adjacent angles. Of course, you can see that angle 1 and angle 2 are coming right next to each other. This is angle 1 and this is angle 2. They're exactly side by side. So the conditions are they should have a common vertex, common arm, and the non-common arm should be on the either side of the common arm. Look at this picture. Are these two angles, which one? Angle 1 and angle 2. Are these adjacent angles? So the first condition is they should have a common vertex. Do they have a common vertex? For angle 1, the vertex is Q, and for angle 2, the vertex is E. So the first condition fails. They do not have a common vertex. So these two angles are not the adjacent angles. Linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles satisfy two conditions. They should be adjacent angles. Okay, they should come side by side. Plus, they should form a straight line. Both the angles should form the straight line. So look at this angle. AOB means angle 1 and then BOC means angle 2. Okay, angle 1 and angle 2 are exactly the linear pair of angles because you can see that they are adjacent angles. They are coming side by side. The common vertex is O, that's the common vertex, which is the common arm. The common arm is this one, OB, and the non-common arms are on the opposite side of common arm. So OA and OC are on the opposite sides of OB. So they are definitely adjacent angles. But in this case, the non-common arms should form a straight line. So are they forming a straight line? Yes, they are. So such pair of angles are called as linear pair of angles. Okay. Now always remember that some of the angles which are forming a linear pair means in this case their sum, angle 1 and angle 2, their sum is always equal to 180 degree. So you can say that the angles which form the linear pair of angles are always supplementary because their sum always comes out to be 180 degrees. Vertically opposite angles. Look at this one. The lines are AB and the lines are CD. So AB and CD are intersecting lines. They are cutting each other at O. So they form four angles. So angle 1, angle 2. So angle 1 and angle 2 is one pair of vertically opposite angles. You are like you can tell that they come opposite to each other. The other pair is angle 3 and angle 4. So always remember when the two lines intersect, they form two pairs of vertically opposite angles. All right. Now vertically opposite angles have a special property that always remember vertically opposite angles are always equal. So in this case, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and this angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So if someone says that angle 1 is 30 degrees, suppose, then what will be the measure of angle 2? It will automatically be 30 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles and so they are always equal. That's all. My next video will be about angles made by a transversal and two lines. Thank you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.